Alright, morning guys. I just dropped Mini-Me off. It is a Monday morning. And yeah. I'm tired. I cannot wait until next year and my kid goes to school by my house. Then I will have to drive 30 to 40 minutes across town to take her to school. Like, we both can sleep a little later because I think that she's going to be riding the bus. So she just have to make it on time to the bus stop to get to school on time. Then I just have to worry about getting myself dressed and ready to go and getting to work. So my weekend, Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Try to see if my buddy was at work. Saturday. Oh, so we went shopping Saturday to okay, let's back up to Friday, because y'all know my weekend started really Thursday evening, Friday. So Friday I went and got a haircut, talked to my barber, found out he's gonna be switching locations. I need to make a decision whether I'm gonna be going to the new location. I only get my hair cut once a month, so I might be able to do that drive once a month. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how far it is from my house, and if not, I have like, I can keep going to the shop I've been going to and just let somebody else start cutting my hair, or I have this other guy that I had a class with. He's a barber. He could cut my hair. So I got my hair cut. What else we do? That was it. Went out to have lunch. That's it. I went home. Like, that was my Friday. I had to pick my daughter up from a festival they had at school that evening, so I really couldn't get into anything else. And then Saturday we got up and we went to the Galleria, to the mall, me and my daughter, and I picked up my mom, and then surprisingly my dad wanted to go to the mall. So me and my mom, my dad, and my daughter, we went to the mall and picked out her 8th grade prom dress. So that was good. And I was surprised my daddy wanted to go. Like, he wanted to walk around. He actually looked in some stores. Like, I was surprised. He was really engaged in what was going on. We got some food, some mall food, and then what else? We went back home. I took my mom and dad back home. Then I dropped my daughter off at her other grandmother's house because they were supposed to go to San Antonio Sunday morning, because her cousin was getting baptized. She's of the Catholic faith, so she was getting baptized Sunday. So they was going to go to San Antonio and then, of course, come back. But something happened and they didn't go. So my daughter came home early. She must have told her daddy she wanted to go home. So he brought her home like 1 o'clock. That's really early for him. And we went to Old Town Springs, which is like where we stay, but it has like its own separate community or whatever. I can't explain, it's kind of hard, but they had a crawfish festival. So we went to the crawfish festival and ate crawfish, of course. You know, I mean, when I think of it, my honey was like, we could have bought crawfish and did it at home and got more crawfish for the money, because they were selling like 5 pounds of crawfish with 1 corn, 1 potato. 5 pounds of crawfish, 1 corn, 1 potato, for I think like $35. And so if you wanted the extra corn and extra potato, it was like $1 each. So, and then, you know, the drink prices were fucking ridiculous. $3 for a bottle of water. You know, so I mean, I get it. We could have done it at home and all that good stuff, but we're trying to get out of the house and do different things. So I mean, it was like an outing for us as a family to do. But after the crawfish festival, we went back home. I did not cook. I didn't feel like it. It didn't happen. We didn't cook. But we had leftovers in the refrigerator, so we could eat. But, what else? We didn't do nothing else the whole evening. Just kind of laid around, you know, watch TV. Of course, you gotta wash and stuff like that to get ready for the work week and the school week. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty chill. It was a laid-back weekend. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I might have to work at the nursing home. I'm not for sure yet. I guess we'll find out later on in the week. But, Lord, this thing is turning. And I think my mouth is moving on its own. So, something happened here in Houston. It was a middle school girls. Of course, it had something to do with bullying. Middle school girls, I think it was like 3. It was 1 against 2, basically. So, anywho, they was in the middle school, and something happened to where they had this fight after school. And, of course, with all this damn technology around, somebody recorded the fight. And, they have video of 2 of the girls basically beating the girl up. She's down on the ground. One girl is like on top of her punching her. The other girl is behind her, like kicking her in her head and kicking her in her back, things like that, right? So it's not a fair fight at all, because you got 1 on 2, right? Or 2 on 1. And anywho, of course, this has a very bad ending. The girl was really, really, really hurt. They had to rush her to the rush her to the hospital, where they later find out she had like internal bleeding in her head, to where they later found out that she had a tumor that her mom didn't know about in her head, and all the trauma from the fight. And you can see on the video where one of the girls was picking her head up and like hitting it on the concrete, against the concrete or whatever. So all the trauma from the fight made the tumor erupt, basically. And unfortunately, the little girl died from a fight that she had been being bullied at school. And it's crazy. Like, she was 13 years old. So now, of course, with this video, they are using the video to press charges on the other 2 13-year-olds. Because basically now it's a murder charge. You did bodily harm to someone else, and the end result, that person died. So now you got these 13-year-olds facing murder because they was being bullies in middle school. Thought it was cool to basically beat this girl up, jump her, and the girl died from it. It's crazy. And I worry about my kid. Like, middle school has been great, but I think it's because she has been in the same school around the same people since kindergarten. The school my daughter goes to now, they have kindergarten through 8th grade. Of course, they're separated, but the students move from class to class, grade to grade together, you know? So you know these people for a very long time. Now, with her going to a whole different high school next year, I'm kind of worried about how she's going to adjust. My kid is not a fighter. She's very timid. You do have to push her a bit, and so I don't know if she's going to be a target for like bullying and stuff like that because she's so timid. And kids know what kid to pick on. You know what I'm saying? They know what kid to go up against. So I just hope and pray that my kid doesn't get chosen because, yeah, I'm not that mama. I'm not that mama. I'm gonna do it right. You know what I mean? If anything was to happen, I will bring it to the school attention. We will talk as parents. We will have a conference, and if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to go ahead and beat baby girl down. I mean, it is what it is. But I just hope and pray none of that happens. My daughter has basically been a well-liked kid. Like, she always have people around her, always have friends and stuff like that. So hopefully this carries on to the 9th grade. Her cousin will be going to school with her, so she will have her. And this kid is 13 years old, right? Why do I keep saying 13? My kid is 14. They're 14. Because the cousin turns 14 like in October, and my daughter turned 14 in December. This year they'll be 15. But they're like a month apart. So, but her cousin is like, I'm 5'4". Her cousin is taller than me at 14. But her cousin dad was tall. He's like 6'7", 6'8". But she's a 14-year-old girl, and I'm pretty sure she's like 5'8", 5'9". She's a tall ass girl. So hopefully her having, you know, them two being together, and you know, having this giant on your side, people won't mess with my kid. Hopefully. But I do tell her, you know, you have to defend yourself. You have to stand up for yourself, because as long as they know that they can pick and bully you and you not do anything, they're going to keep on doing it. But as soon as you stand up for yourself and do a good snap on their ass, they'll leave you alone. And we were talking about it in the car with my parents this weekend, and my mom was like, she told my daughter the story of her having to make me fight. So this is what happened. I think I was in middle school, and me and this girl had beef. I really don't know why we had beef. To this day, I still don't know why we had beef. But I would ride the bus home from school. Now, remember I told y'all, my mama was a teacher. She taught special education, and she was a bus driver, so for special education. So she was basically picking up her students every morning, taking them to school, teaching them, and then dropping them back off at home. Basically, that's what she did for like 25, 30 years. So this particular day, my mama was at home when we got off the bus, because normally when we got home from school, my mama didn't get home till like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock. And we got home like 3-something, you know, like 3:30, something like that. And so this particular day, my mama was at home. And apparently my oldest brother had told her that I'd been getting off the bus running home to try to abort this girl. So I come in the house from my daily run home, right, from the bus. My daily run home from the bus. And I was shocked that my mama was there. So I come in the house, and you know, I'm breathing hard and all that, because I just ran like 4 blocks from the bus stop home. And she said, why are you breathing hard? And she was standing in the doorway like waiting on me to come in the house. And she was like, why are you breathing hard? And I was like, oh, no reason, you know. She said, did you run home? I said, yeah, I ran home, but it's good for my lungs. Because, you know, I was an athlete. I played sports. I played basketball and softball, which is baseball, but they call it softball for girls. Anyways, she was like, you a lie. Your brother, my oldest brother, told me what you've been doing, so you got to, before you come in this house, you got to go fight. And so I was like, what? She was like, you got to go fight. Before you could come home today, you got to go fight. So of course she sent me and my other two brothers, the oldest brother that told on me and another brother, she sent us back down the street. So the girl was like in a huddle with her friends or whatever. So my brother was like, well, let's catch her attention. The oldest brother, he's such an instigator. He was like, let's catch her attention. So we went to the Cool Cup house lady. And we bought some Cool Cups or whatever. So my brother started talking loud about something about how I could beat her up or something like that. Like he instigated it. And so, of course, we started tussling. Me and the girl started fighting. And I wouldn't say I won the fight. I wouldn't say I lost the fight. But I fought back. Right? And so when we did go back home, and I was all disheveled, okay, my mama was like, did she fight? She was asking my brothers, did she fight? And my brothers were like, yeah, she fought. So it didn't really care about won the fight or lost the fight. It was just that I stood up for myself. That I actually did engage with this person. So, needless to say, after we had the little scuffle, she didn't bother me no more. Like, I could walk home regularly. You know, like regular kids supposed to walk home, I could walk home. So I guess it was just, I needed to stand up for myself and get her off of me. So I hope my kid doesn't have to go through that, but hey, if I got to send her out to fight, or I have to make sure that she stands up for herself, I'm just going to have to. Kids are so freaking cruel. And now they use social media to be cruel. I'm sorry. They use social media to be cruel. So, I don't know. Hopefully, you know, it continues to be a good, smooth, I guess, learning education or school track record for my kid, and we get through the next 4 years with no problems. None. Whew. My goodness. But that was so sad about that 13-year-old girl that lost her life like that. And now they have like a GoFundMe account because, of course, her mama needs help with burying her. And I'm going to say this. I see more, and this is just my opinion, my observation. I'm not being racist or judgmental or anything like that, but I see more GoFundMe accounts on my end, like Facebook and the news and all that, for African Americans than I see any other race. Now, maybe they not publicizing them or making them known or whatever, but my daughter has been in life insurance since she was like 3 weeks old or a month old, because soon as I came home from the hospital, I went to my mom's house to recover. I went to my parents' house to recover because I had a C-section, so I couldn't move around a lot. I needed help with, you know, my newborn baby, and my husband at the time had to go back to work because he had to support us, because I was going to be off of work for a month. You know what I mean? I was off of work for a few months before I went back to work. So, you know, he had to keep his job. So I went to my parents' house to recruit. So when I got home from the hospital, like the very next day, my mama had the insurance man at her house put my kid in a life insurance policy. So it was only $12.50 a month for her life insurance. So I would just pay that up every year. $12.50 times 12 months, and I would give him the whole premium for the year. You know what I mean? So I said that to say this. If we can buy weaves, if we can buy Jordans, if we can buy these lavish ass name brand clothing, if we could like spend money on bullshit, we can buy life insurance. No matter if you want to be put in the ground, if you want to be cremated, you know, however you want your last ending service or whatever to be, you need some type of life insurance. Life insurance is so dang on cheap if you do it while you're young. It is so dang on cheap. But we spend money on ridiculous crap, and then our families have to do GoFundMe accounts, or they have to do some type of fundraiser to get money together to bury you. That's crazy to me. I'm not gonna lie, I have a hard time, especially if I know the person and I know how they live their life. I know that they blew money that could have potentially been put to the side for your ending days. I have a hard time giving funds. That's just me. Speaking for myself. And I have life insurance. I have life insurance that I pay for with my car insurance, because you know you get discounts with those bundle deals or whatever. I have life insurance with my car insurance, and I have life insurance with my job. I never know when I'm gonna go. Never know when I'm gonna go. But I want it to be set up to where nobody has to struggle to put me wherever. You get what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to have to struggle with that. And then at the end, with me having two, you know, separate policies set up, I have it fixed to where the rest of the money goes to my kid. So God forbid if something was to happen to me before she's 18 or 21 or whatever, God forbid, because I hope to be around, okay? She could say that my mama left me a little something. Might not be a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna really walk right that close to my dang on car. It might not be a lot, but it's gonna be something for her to be able to do something with. So I have arrived at work. It's gonna be a long day. I can feel it already. And then my boss texted me this morning talking about she wasn't coming to work. I find out what's going on with her. But I thank you guys for coming on this ride with me to work. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I am Jacqueline Renee. I always forget to introduce myself on these little car rides. And just click that subscribe button. We do a lot over here on this channel, and we're going to continue to do the things that we do. You know what, I'm going to say this too. I have been watching some people that I've been watching for a very long time, and it seems like, I know change is good, but change is not good when it's like fake fraud change. I'm going to be me 100%. It is what it is. I put out what I put out, and it grabs the people that it needs to grab. That's how I feel. I'm not going through a whole bunch of changes trying to get subscribers and viewers, and it's just so funny how, I don't know if it's the money that they make off of YouTube, because I don't make any money off of YouTube, so I don't know if it's the money or what it is to make them, but their channels are not interesting to me anymore. And like, I have subscribed from quite a few channels, because I don't get the point of the channel anymore, or the content they putting out. I don't get the point of it. Oh, they go to branch director. We're gonna let him go in the building first, because I don't want to run into him. So we're going to let him go first. But I thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. click that subscribe button and the bell next to it, and I'll see you guys later, okay?